That guy. Yo, what's up, man? What's up? Can you believe how fast those clouds are moving? Storms are brewing. Also, I don't have any shoes on right now, even though I'm running like 10 miles because I'm using my my shoes to hold the camera there. Windy, phone kept blowing over. All right. I might be smiling on the outside. I'm crying on the inside. It is 3:01 in the PM. I've spent the entire day wrestling to get this camera to work. Do I look good though? This is a 4K vlog today for a very special reason. 4K because yesterday's episode about the new DJI MAVIC Pro drone was very popular, but a lot of people had a lot of questions about the imagery that this thing yields versus the imagery that this thing yields. So, long story long, I thought I would shoot today in 4K, that way I can put the 4K image from these suckers in there, like in its raw, pure state. I've just been, look at this camera setup. Camera, that's a Canon 5D Mark IV, and then I got this monitor down here. Can you see all this? Monitor's there, microphone's there. It took me forever to get this thing to work. If you're not John Olson, just ignore this next part. John, how do you possibly shoot your daily videos in 4K every day? How is this not just a huge pain in the ass? Now, the #1 piece of criticism I was getting yesterday about the MAVIC Pro, that's the tiny drone, that's this guy, was that the image seemed soft. Oh, shit. Ah, man. The image may have been soft because I had to adjust the resolution of it to match yesterday's episode, which is why today's in 4K. By the way, if you click the little cog right there, and then go all the way up right here to 4K, you can see this video in all its glory. You're gonna wanna have a really good internet connection if you do that, otherwise it's gonna like glitch and buffer and all that bullshit. Now, before I take these drones out for a side-by-side comparison, I wanted to sort of get into my entire thesis and understanding behind drone quality first, since this is the underlying theme of why I'm going out there in the first place. Okay, here, y-axis here, my marker. The tip just falls out of this marker. Ugh, and then look at my fingers. Your x-axis here. This is convenience, practicality of use. Pain in the ass, super convenient. X-axis here is the quality of the image. This is the best quality you could ever ask for there. Potato. Now, ideally what you're looking for in any piece of hardware is for it to live in this sweet spot here. That means it's both super convenient and very high quality. For you longtime viewers of the vlog, remember when I used to fly this? All right, this is a Parrot drone. It's closer to a toy than a drone. Pretty low quality image, but really easy to keep in your backpack. So this little drone is super convenient, but very, very low quality. DJI Inspire. Maybe you've seen this thing before. It's this monstrous drone that like has moving arms like a space alien. My friend Jesse has one. So the quality is over here, but it's not convenient at all. In fact, it's a huge pain in the ass. So that exists here. Which brings us to this thing, the Phantom 4. Up until yesterday, my favorite drone on the market. Convenient and very high quality. Right about here. The quality is almost pretty convenient. And then comes the MAVIC Pro. It's not as good qualitatively as the P4. I would say it's right here, but its convenience is up here. The ideal piece of equipment lives here. The reason why I love this thing is because it lives right here. Good enough quality and very convenient. Any day of the week, I'll trade a tiny bit of quality to get the shot. This is what weaving through traffic on my skateboard looks like in 4K. Does it look better? Okay, I'm down here under the Williamsburg Bridge to do a comprehensive analysis between the Phantom 4 and the DJI MAVIC Pro. I also brought the Parrot, whatever, plastic drone just as a control. Study number 1, backpack size. This is the DJI Phantom 4 backpack. As you can see, it's a fairly large pack. This big bag is necessary to carry the drone down here. You've got your controller, propellers, etc. Next up is the MAVIC Pro. The MAVIC fits in this lovely satchel. I wish this satchel came in cheetah print or maybe a hot pink. In this little satchel fit the controller and then the drone itself. Last to compare is the Parrot drone. It's not an official bag, but the drone itself. And then the propellers, which I keep in this carrying case. This thing is a pretty serious commitment. This thing is worthless. I don't know why I made it part of this video. You could take this on a date. You could take this to the roller skating rink. You could take this to the, very practical to travel with. Okay, now the moment of truth. I'm gonna fly each of the 3 drones on the same route for a side-by-side comparison. Okay, first up, the Phantom 4. I really wish I had picked a day that wasn't like a stormy, like horrible gale force winds, but I already started this. Okay, here we go. Okay, next up. Next up is the MAVIC Pro. This is the Parrot drone. I'm just telling you right now, I'm going to 100% lose this. The wind's gonna take it, it's gonna fly away. It's gonna cut my arm off. Oh God, this thing is a nightmare. It flew like 10 feet over the water, lost connection, which is what always happens, and then it just sat there, and then it flew back here, and then it wouldn't land. Looking at the Phantom footage right next to the MAVIC footage, the MAVIC is a much softer, like less sharp, it's a much softer image than the Phantom 4. The Phantom 4 is a superior camera. The gap is big, but not overwhelming, but it is a superior camera. But when you're talking about the idea of either carrying this to capture that perfect image or carrying just this, get an image that's good but not great. For somebody like me, who a YouTuber, I make a video every day, convenience is a super huge priority. So I'm going to stick with this, but all of you commenters were totally right. The MAVIC does have a softer, less sharp image than the big. But if we're gonna go back to where today began, I still think convenience over here is just as important as quality over here. So I will trade this little bit of quality for this huge amount of convenience. Oh, and the Bebop drone, this thing, I just put that in there to show you what a drone of comparable size to the MAVIC actually looks like. And the last thing I want to say is I wish I had a GoPro Karma. Oh, it's so frustrating that I do. I would love to show you what that looks like. Because I don't have a GoPro Karma yet. They just loaned me one for one day and I had to give it back. But I do have this. This is the Session 5 in 4K, the new Session that's not out yet. I kind of took it from them and didn't give it back. But this is the exact camera that will be on the Karma to give you an idea as to like what the Karma is going to look like. And that's a pretty good image. Here, I'll pretend I'm a drone. That's the best I could do. That was shot on this little guy. 4K. Pretty good. Pretty good, GoPro. Okay, I hope this was helpful. Just thinking, I have 3 drones on my back, and then I have this camera, which is a 5D Mark IV. It's an expensive. Today would be a terrible, terrible day to get robbed. Unless you're the robber, today would be a great day to rob me. I hope that doesn't happen.